is over. He goes, but it doesn't mean your life is over. And he goes, you could get a defense and get out of this without doing too much time. That'll have to be seen. He goes, but right now I have detectives, my own detectives, in a room with detectives from the prosecutor's office. And you're going to get taken in there to be interrogated. And if you go in there and open your mouth about whatever did or didn't occur, he goes, you could sink the whole rest of your life. He goes, we have enough evidence that you don't need to go in there and say a word. So I'm telling you, I want you to go in there and exercise your Fifth Amendment rights and say you refuse to speak without a lawyer. And I say to him, but I don't have a lawyer. He goes, yes, you do. I go, what do you mean? He goes, I'm going to walk out of here and I'm going to place a call to George Daggett. And I'm going to tell him to fax over a client sheet for you. And he's going to be representing you. And you're going to go in there and you're going to say, I refuse to speak without George Daggett, my attorney. And that's going to be the end of it. And Howie left the room, called George Daggett on his cell phone, said, George, I got somebody at the Berkshire that you need to represent. I need you to send over a client agreement immediately. Fax it over right away. And he's like, what's the name? And I'm like, Clark Fredericks. And he goes, what's he arrested for? He goes, murder. And George is like, all right, you got it. And he did that. X amount of time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes later, whatever it was, I'm taken into the interrogation room, and they sit me down and like, Clark, let's talk about that wound you have. Let's talk about what's occurred. Fill us in on what's going on here. And I'm like, I refuse to speak without my attorney, George Daggett. And they're like, George Daggett, huh? And they're like, is that really how you want to play this? And I'm like, that's how I want to play this. And they're like, all right, you're going to regret this. And they take me back to the holding cell and they come out and they go to Howie. How the fuck did he get George Daggett? George Daggett was the bane of the prosecutor's office. So that was like a little jab to the detectives from the prosecutor's office. State police and prosecutors in New Jersey investigate crime simultaneously. Like, it should be separate. But their prosecutors are allowed to be on crime scenes as the state police are doing their job. So the state police hate that. So here they're now interrogating people together, and they hate that. So Howie gave him a little zinger because George is the bane of existence for the prosecutor's office. And so they come out and they're like, how the fuck did Fredericks get George Daggett? He's like, I called him. He requested him. You called him for him. I'm like, yeah, he has a right to an attorney. He has a right to remain silent. I didn't do anything wrong. They're like, this stinks, Howie. This is bullshit. They got testy with him. It's like, tough shit. It is what it is. And, I got to believe that Howie was an angel put into my life to, because at that point I was so beaten down, I just wouldn't have cared. Like, just be like, yeah, this piece of garbage raped me. He did this to me. He's a scumbag. I did this. This is exactly how it went down. F it. My life's over anyway. What the hell's it matter?